Well, my opening sentence is, I am Sue Cooper, a member of Virginia Psi and chairman of the ITE board. So, okay. But I would like to introduce to you the other members of the ITE board. They are Sandy House, Wyoming Delta chapter, and Shirley Bruns, Arizona Mu chapter. This morning we will hear from 4 of our ITE scholarship students, 3 of whom are returning to their respective schools to complete their master's degree, and 1, Victoria, hopes to begin her doctoral program at the University of Denver. First to speak is Anna Alejo, who's from the Philippines, attending Columbia University. You want to raise your hand? Just wait. Victoria, and next is Victoria Ivanenko from Tajikistan, who graduated this spring from the University of Virginia and plans to enter the University of Denver this fall if all goes well. We are pleased to add Tajikistan to our world map of countries representing our current and past ITE students. Then is Natasha Aktora from Indonesia, attending New Jersey City University. And next is Tran Pham from Vietnam, attending Pennsylvania State University. Svetlana Viktonovic from Russia, a recent graduate of Northern Arizona University, was to be our 5th speaker. Unfortunately, she's in Russia awaiting a visa in order to travel to China to teach at a university there. And Lana was the first ITE student to visit Canada. I knew you were there. And while there, was treated to a very special tour by our Canadian sisters. Several of these young women attended an event in Washington, D.C., sponsored by the Fulbright organization, and I heard through Facebook that which I don't do, but anyway, that these young women refer to themselves as the ADK girls. So Anna, do you want to come? So Anna will start, and we'll hope that the clicker works.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Anna. I'm an ADK ITE student from Manila, Philippines. And before I begin my short presentation, I would first like to say how grateful and honored I am to be a part of the ADK family. Yes. I live in Metro Manila, Philippines. And in my country, you will find many white sand beaches and clear blue waters. We also have a lot of beautiful natural resources like this rice terraces that are 2,000 years old. With 7,641 islands, there are many beautiful things and places to discover in my country. But perhaps what makes us truly unique is that every Filipino knows how to smile. Back home, I have my mom and my dad, my older brother Jake, my older sister Leah, and my younger brother John. But being Filipino, they aren't all whom I consider to be family. This is my family. So, along with my parents and siblings, I also have my aunts and uncles, my grandmother, my 22 cousins, my 2 nieces, and we get together every Sunday for lunch at my parents' house. It's always busy, loud, and a lot of fun. In August last year, I moved to New York to pursue my master's in developmental psychology at Teachers College, Columbia University. My research interests are in the field of risk resilience and prevention, particularly for schools and children in at-risk communities. I live on campus. My dorm is right next to school, which I have found to be especially convenient over winter. One reason I love living on campus is that I was fortunate enough to be placed with 5 other girls who have become my closest friends in New York. Aside from school and dorm activities, I also like participating in Fulbright events with other scholars from around the city. I aim to finish my program by May next year, and I intend to return to the public education sector. I hope to apply what I have learned through the Policy Research and Development Division of the Philippine Department of Education, where I had previously worked before coming to the US. Having served as a teacher in my country, I'm passionate about the advocacy of educational equity, and I hope to contribute to that service through being a teacher and being a public servant. Thank you. Maraming salamat. Next is Victoria.
Good morning, everyone. I'm so honored to be here. Thank you for inviting us. This is the picture of my Alpha Delta Kappa sponsors. They look like Hollywood actresses, and they're as kind as angels. I don't know what I would do without them. So, thanks to Alpha Delta Kappa scholarship, I could come from a faraway mountainous country, Tajikistan, to a cozy city, Charlottesville, which became my home. And I could study at an excellent university, University of Virginia, Carey School of Education. My year at UVA was very intensive because during 10 months I should finish 30 credits and take a comprehensive exam at the same time. So without Alpha Delta Kappa support, it would be impossible. I really appreciate University of Virginia because in comparison to the education in my country where we only learn how to repeat information, UVA teaches how to think on your own. And this is an excellent school where the professors are not only competent, but they are also kind and approachable. I really like my course mates who were very friendly to me and tried to help when I didn't understand the topic. I also should say that UVA has high quality curriculum, and at UVA I was given an opportunity to write a paper about the role of teachers in the development of curriculum. I could develop a unit in art. I learned more about differentiation because UVA promotes innovative ideas about education. And before I didn't even know that I could do it, and I didn't have enough knowledge to fulfill these aims. That's why I really like UVA, and I can tell anyone that if you go there, you will never regret. So I really love my academic supervisor, Professor Mintz. Despite surviving 2 types of cancer, she gets up at 3 o'clock in the morning to prepare lessons for us. So I would like to say a big thank you for ADK for sending cards and gift cards to us. You always say us inspirational words. You believe in us. And I like your showers of love. So for me, ADK is a synonym of kindness. And I don't stop to repeat that. My family is very small. That's why I'm happy that ADK became a family for me. And you really care about us. You always ask if we slept enough, if you ate enough. And unfortunately, not everyone understands what does it mean to be a student in another country. So these are my nieces. My mom and my cute nieces say big thank you to ADK. My mom says that God sent you these people. Thank you so much.
Hello, good morning. My name is Natasha from Indonesia. As an Indonesian and the first child, I am the person who is expected to be the example, the role model for my sister and my brother. So, it is not easy for me, coming from a very humble family, to live for a country which is located right at the other side of the earth. My father did not finish his high school, and back then when life was rough for my family, my mother made sure I go to school, had my homework checked, and did not let me go in an empty stomach. I can simply say that my parents are my first school, educating me how important education is for my life in the future. I love my beautiful country, the friendly people, the best coffee we have, the perfect weather for the whole year, the touristic place, and the delicious food. But sadly, Indonesia ranks second last in reading interest, 108 in education system, and 32 in English proficiency index, while most companies in Indonesia prefer employees with an English-speaking skill. Another sad fact is many English teachers are not well trained and still teach English in Indonesian language, which is not effective. Parents send their kids to take English classes where they learn to communicate in English, but it can be very expensive. Not all families can have that privilege. Having a supportive and loving boyfriend, we share same values of life and think that everyone should have been able to afford an English class, and it has been almost 2 years our English class run, providing our students a better English learning system with a minimum price. We consistently help our students speak English and train our fellow English teachers the more effective teaching strategies. I really hope my study in the United States enhance my role in my community and motivate those who believe that education is a powerful force. In the last, I would like to thank Alpha Delta Kappa for helping me help my students and my fellow teachers. Having sisters, mothers, aunties, and grandmothers here has made me realize that by giving, I become richer. I really appreciate what you have done for me personally, my country, and to the world. Terima kasih, Alpha Delta Kappa. Thank you.
Good morning. My name's Chang. I'm from Vietnam, and I am a high school teacher in Vietnam before I came here. I teach English, and I need to start, right? So my most powerful source of motivation, encouragement, and support is my family. And, you know, it's really like 12 hours different from home, and my parents now are retired and live in our house with our cat, our dog, our rooster, and a small garden. And my older brother is married with 2 children, and my nephew will be a sophomore next year. And even though the time difference, we still manage to talk on Skype like 2 or 3 times a week, so that I can update information back home. And yeah, so something about my life at State College. Within 12 months since I came to Pennsylvania State University to pursue my master's degree in educational leadership, I have traveled to several places and experienced 4 seasons in Pennsylvania and other states. And I think that's really a blessing for me. I'm fortunate to find joy in all classes that I have taken. My professor and classmates are very supportive. The walk around campus show me different beauty of the campus and Penn State in different seasons. And I must say, I love all the seasons at Penn State. I love all the corners I've been to. My favorite place for study are Hub Robinson Center and Patino Library with keen students, comfortable chairs and couches. Actually, I didn't have any pictures of the study place. I feel inspired to work in that environment. Of course, sometimes it's tempting to take a nap. I also love Arboretum and Bakery Creamery. I travel to campus by bus and sometimes cycle around when the weather is good. And usually I walk and exercise at the gym and the pool on campus. I went hiking, camping, and barbecue, a field trips with different groups of students, like international students, and experience with the meals at American Family, and also experience American festivals. And I also learned about American football and learned to bake. I also had a wonderful experience on the first Vietnamese New Year in the US with my international friends. from America, China, India, Japan, and Chile. They are my special guests at that event. I also enjoyed the field trip to New York, Lancaster, Harrisburg, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and many other places. I believe grieving is growing. So I volunteered at Central County Women Resource Center as a hotline counselor and advocate on domestic violence and sexual assault. I also did some other volunteer activities around campus during football weekends and some cultural events at the Arboretum, such as Halloween and Christmas for children. My experience at IDK has been so wonderful. I feel so much like home, being taken care of and loved. And I'm sure those pictures cannot show all of my experiences, my love, and my appreciation for what I have been experiencing here, but just to show how happy I have been in those national outfits, and to show all of you the beauty of Vietnamese women. I got accepted to PhD program at Penn State last November, just 3 months after I came here, and the program can start this fall. At the same time, I will finish my master program in December 2017, and I inspired by many people I have met during these 12 months. I want to pursue my PhD degree in the same major, educational leadership, return to Vietnam, and work at Vietnam National University as a researcher and professor with the future teachers. So that's something I share with you. Thank you very much.
Our other recent graduates have made plans too. Elisa Ugarte graduated from University California, Berkeley. She plans to stay in the United States for more years and will begin her doctorate program at UC Davis. Maheen Shakil graduated from Vanderbilt University. She has returned to Pakistan and plans on working in an advisory role with the government of Pakistan to help formulate and redesign the policies regarding the education sector in Pakistan. She would also be equally interested in improving gender parity ratios, as well as providing equal opportunities of education to children coming from different socioeconomic groups. Victoria Ivanenko has been accepted at the University of Denver and hopes to attend in order to obtain her PhD in education.
And we have 3 new students coming next month. The new students for 2017-2018 are Lena Kurbalait from Lithuania, pursuing a master's degree in teaching of English to speakers of other languages at Arizona State University. Astri Napatupulu is from Indonesia, pursuing a master's degree in teaching methodology at Illinois State University. Marthia Viente Sokomolkil is from Indonesia, pursuing a master's degree in applied linguistics at Texas Tech University.
Excuse me. We would like to thank the co-sponsors for their care and concern excuse me, for the international students. To all of you, we thank you for your support. I'm losing my voice. To our students. One of these young ladies last night told me she was taking every single card that she received home with her in a box to keep because they belong to her. We will close our presentation with what I call our theme song, We Are the World, created by Carol Russell. Well, the song wasn't, but Carol did the video, so. and Carrollton chapter, Maryland New. So thank you again for all your support, and we appreciate every single one of you. Thank you.
There comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying. Oh, and it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. We can't go on pretending day by day that someone somewhere will soon make a change. We all a part of God's great big family. And the truth, you know, love is all we need. We are the world, we are the children, we are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving.
There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me. Well, send them your heart, so they know that someone cares, and their lives will be
Stronger and free, as God has shown us, by turning stone to bread. And so we all must lend